The silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we would take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Good afternoon. You're tuned into Ability Matters, the program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities and everything in between. We are one of the longest running disability-related shows in the world, starting as Headway On Air all the way back in 2007 and now brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS registered disability support organisation.
Yes, thank you very much there, Sean. And this is, of course, Ability Matters, and it's a couple minutes past 12 p.m. at the moment. And I want to thank Tim for the past 2 hours of his lovely show, Through the Past Cycling. And as I say every week, it's a great title for the show, Tim. Good stuff. Anyway, now I'm going to try and rival it the best I can with my choice of music here. But the first thing we do, I'm going to pass it over to Bec from Flagstaff on the other side of the table. How you doing, Bec?
Good, thanks. How are you today, Tony?
I'm great, thank you.
That's wonderful. I'll just introduce our two guests that we have today.
Lovely.
I have Chris and Kirsten from Flagstaff, and they work on the Access2Work project. How are you guys going today?
Yeah, good, thanks, Bec.
Good,
Thanks for the invite.
Not a problem. And before we get into the interview today, I've been left a little note to talk about the Danceability Disco and Social Night that happens on the first Thursday of each month at the Fraternity Bowling Club. So for those that are interested, it will be next Thursday, which will be the 3rd of April, and that's on from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. with a $10 entry, although carers are free. So if you want to get along to that, we'll mention that again next week, just to give everyone a nice little reminder that that's coming up.
So it's kind of like a buy one, get one free sort of thing?
I suppose, because
buy one, get one too, yes.
If you have a carer go with you, they're getting in for nothing. So, and it's $10. So maybe we could say we'll split the difference. It's $5 each.
There we go.
So get on down to the fraternity next Thursday if you're interested at 5:30 p.m. and enjoy some wonderful dancing and disco music social night.
As it's known by the whole bilingual thing, the frat. Get on down to the frat.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, I haven't done it like yet again. I'm supposed to check on the weather. Well, if you look outside, it's pretty overcast at the moment, but officially the weather for Tuesday is partly cloudy, medium chance of showers, most likely in the morning and early afternoon. So we've already had one little set of showers there in the morning, but didn't look that bad to me. Light winds becoming southeasterly, 15 to 20 kilometres an hour in the morning, so we're past that. Then becoming lighter in the middle of the day. Chance of rain, however, is 60%, less than 1 millimetre, however. A moderate fire danger rating, but however there's still a high UV index, so I'm sure it's probably safe just to slip, slop, slap and all that thing, but wear a hat. I'm trying to think of all the other sun safety messages.
Sunscreen, slip on a shirt. I don't remember the rest.
I think it was slip on a shirt, slip on a hat.
Slap, yeah.
And wrap on something, isn't it? Wrap on some sunscreen.
I think that was at the end. I don't know.
Thing, yeah.
That was something they tacked on to the end there.
Yeah, good way to put it back. Tacked on. Anyway, let's get into the interview for today.
Should we do some music first, just to get everyone in the mood for some tunes?
Well, I'm going to open up today with something from the 60s. The Fortunes, You've Got Your Troubles, 1965 actually is the year it was released, so here we go. Yes, and we just had Gordon Lightfoot with If You Could Read My Mind from 1970. Now, that song, of course, has been covered by numerous artists, including Barbra Streisand, Viola Willis, Johnny Cash, and Stars on 54, among many others as well. Now, I'm very familiar with the Barbra Streisand version. That's only because it was played a fair bit around the house a bit later on, so, yeah. Anyway, that was, like I said, Barbra Streisand, Gordon Lightfoot. Yes, a little bit of a slip up there. Go for it now, Bec.
Good. It's all good. It's entertainment for people out there lunch break.
Yeah, laugh at other people's misfortunes. I like it. It's only natural.
I don't know if anyone that doesn't.
Yeah, good point. We're only human, so go for it.
Okay, so we'll get straight into our interview and we'll start with you, Chris, if that's okay.
Yep, sure, no worries.
Okay, so we've got, what is the Access to Work program and who is it designed for?
Yeah, thanks, Bec. The Access to Work program is a Department of Social Services employment initiative by the Flagstaff group, supporting individuals with disabilities to build skills, gain confidence and secure work that they enjoy. The program has a lot of different components to it. It actually includes options for supported employment at Flagstaff, open employment in the community, or a combination of both through what we call a hybrid model. So you can essentially have a foot in both camps.
Oh, that sounds excellent, excellent. That could be quite interesting to do a little bit of here and there, make the day week a bit more exciting, I suppose.
Bit more life, yes.
Yeah. I think it really gives people that option. And the Flagstaff organisation is a community. It's a workplace, but it's also a community for a lot of people. So I think that's a real important component of this as well, that people like to still have that connection. And yet it gives people the opportunity to really explore those other employment options and alternatives.
Cool. And so Access to Work, is that a government-funded program?
Yes, it's the Australian Government Department of Social Services that are putting forward the funding for this grant. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, Kirsten. So my next question is more directed to you. How does Access to Work assist individuals in securing employment?
Yep, so what we're doing in our team is we're providing tailored support, and we're leveraging a lot of the experience Flagstaff has had. We've been operating for nearly 60 years, so 60 years next year. So what we do is we have one-on-one coaching, skills development and workplace support once a person is placed. Participants can start with a Flagstaff supported role and then they can transition to open employment when they feel ready. And at Flagstaff we have roles, a great variety of roles, some in the commercial laundry, our paper-to-paper area, our print, mail and digital. In addition, we have grounds, maintenance and cleaning roles. So there's something for everyone there that you can start with at Flagstaff and build your skills.
Work your way from there, yes?
Yeah.
Sounds like a wide variety of different things that you could choose from. Excellent. I suppose we should go to some more music, Tony.
Right, yeah. Well, I've got some Mondo Rock with Come Said the Boy from 1983.
Ooh, Aussie, I like it.
And yes, that was just London Beat with I've Been Thinking About You from the 1990 album In the Blood. I don't know where that came from, but there you go.
Interesting name.
Indeed. Okay, go for it, guys.
Awesome. We'll get straight back into it. And now I'm going to ask you again, Kirsten.
Okay.
What sets Access to Work apart from other employment initiatives?
Well, the program offers ongoing support and it's tailored to each of the people's journeys, ensuring their long-term success. So what we do is we get to know the person, we take into account their personality, their strengths, their ability, what they really enjoy doing, and then we take all of that on board when we're helping them to find opportunities. We also are doing like their resume and cover letter with them. And
awesome.
And we're conscious too that building their confidence is really important. So we're working with them on that, and we have some resources and experts to help with that, and also interview skills and just general support in that area.
Oh, okay. So you kind of would gather their feedback and input on the resume when you're putting it together to make sure that they like the way that you're setting it out and what's inside of what's contained in that sort of information base.
That's right, yeah. So we've been bringing their resumes up to date as well, like as if they haven't gone for a job in a while. We've brought it into like the current trends. We've consulted with experts in resumes as well to make sure that we're doing what's expected out there in the marketplace. So when someone sees their resume, it's what they're expecting. We've trimmed them back and really highlighting some of the skills they've got too. And another thing we've been doing is collaborating closely with our local businesses. We have a large network that Flagstaff works with. Many are happy to help us, are happy to, get on board with us and helping our individual people. Looking at opportunities that suit them.
Awesome. That sounds like a really great initiative. There seems like there's a lot of support, bringing people together, I suppose, the community and the individuals that are looking for work in that area. That's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I'm going to flick to you now, Chris.
Yep, no worries, Bec.
Can you share a success story from the program?
Yeah, sure. Just elaborating on what Kirsten was just speaking about, we've been engaging a lot of members from the community. We had a HR managers roundtable meeting where we got representatives from different organisations across the Illawarra came in and gave us some advice on what things were trending in their own organisations, which was fantastic. The other really important part of this program, it's not about us without us. So we're engaging it with a co-design team where we've got members of our Flagstaff employee group who are giving us their feedback about what they think, what's going to work,
what they'd like
what they would like. It's about them, so we need to make sure people are engaged in the program from the start, from the get-set, which is fantastic.
Definitely, yeah.
A really good example, I suppose, of the success of the program is we have someone actually tomorrow who's going to be going into a new work environment.
Wow, that will be exciting.
Yeah. This person is very excited. It's going to be able to build her confidence, which they actually started at Flagstaff in the supported employment environment. And this is a step to help transition into open employment, at least to start with at a part-time basis.
Yeah.
We hope to build it from there. And this is just building on the hybrid model, which we mentioned before. Which allows people to gain that confidence and experience and exploring new opportunities, and people can do it at their own pace.
Oh, good.
And so they can still have their foot in the camp at Flagstaff where they've been used to, and they feel confident and they feel valued, and they've got people around them. So yeah, this opportunity is at a local club. Thank you to that particular club. There's a job coach which is actually going to be going along with this individual.
Oh, excellent!
At least
so
for the first
got support as well.
Yeah. So they're not feeling like they're sort of out there on their own. They've got that Flagstaff connection still with them, which I think is going to be imperative to this success. To support them and just really giving them that extra bit of confidence when you first start, because we all know that for anybody going to a new job can be challenging.
That first step is always daunting.
Yeah, Tony, it is. That's exactly right.
You totally took the words right out of my mouth, because I was going to say I've got a bit of insight into what's happening in the Access2Work program, and I was going to say, can you tell us about the support? But you already talked about it,
yep.
so
all good.
One step ahead of me.
Lovely.
So, we'll get some more music if we can.
Time for another song. Beautiful. Well, I've got Some Bread coming up from 1970.
Some bread.
1970s, the band bread, I should say. That's some bread. Like, let's all make a sandwich, shall we? It's lunchtime, getting closer. Yeah.
It's at the right time.
Yeah, it's at the right time, of course. The band Bread with the song that we all know this one, Make It With You from 1970s album On the Water. And yes, that was just Phil Collins with Don't Lose My Number from 1985's album No Jacket Required.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Stop laughing.
We all know Phil Collins for different songs, of course, but what's that one we all know it for over the other side of the table there?
What?
When you said, from the movie, you said you wanted to hear that.
What did I say?
It's a Phil Collins song.
Oh, In the Air Tonight with the drum solo.
Yeah, drum intro, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Probably not the best impression.
No, well, I can't sound much better, so there we go. Let's get back to the interview, shall we?
Okay.
And
threw me off then. I'm like,
Chris
what are
and
you
Kirsten.
talking about? Okay, so we're going to get back into with Chris. How can Wollongong businesses get involved with Access to Work?
Yeah, thanks, Bec. Businesses can partner with the Access to Work program by offering paid inclusive employment opportunities and creating diverse workplaces. The program supports employers with job matching and on-the-job coaching to make sure there's a smooth transition. We can assist. There's a lot of organisations out there with disability inclusion action plans, and we'd love to assist with people being able to make that happen and giving people opportunities in the workspace. The Access to Work program, you've got the backup of the Flagstaff group. You can access free training, learn how to set up an inclusive and a welcoming workplace, discover accessibility tools, learn how to job carve, which I think is a really important point. There's jobs out there. Sometimes we might envision a certain job in a certain way, but sometimes we just take our blinkers off a little bit, and sometimes you'd be surprised that they think, oh, hang on a sec, we may be able to find a position for someone if we...
Is that because I was like, ooh, yeah, that would be great. You know how like they might have a certain role that they advertise, and there's a person that could do 60% of it.
Yep.
Then there's another person that could do 40% of
Exactly.
it.
Yep.
So instead of making it a one-person position, it's kind of like similar to a job share, but not really a job share because they've each got their individual roles.
Yeah. I think that's a really good point, Bec. I think what we're trying to propose is here, and this works for both employees and employers, and it allows people to have that flexibility to be able to move through environments that they're comfortable with for both the employer and the employee. And this is, once again, we've used this word a few times already, the hybrid approach, which I think is a really innovative new workplace design to give people opportunities and to have people with disability in workplaces and employees being comfortable and confident, which I think is a really important point.
Okay, so I suppose it's also about maybe explaining it on that other level as well. So say you only want to work 3 days a week and you know somebody that wants to do 2 days a week, and you just going to mash it together, and the employer then gets a 5-day-a-week position filled out, and they can work between them and do what they need to do to fill that role.
Yeah, spot on. I think a reality is that we've particularly since the COVID days, I think we've learned to become a little bit more flexible with our workplaces and how we structure a workplace. Maybe we're stepping away from that cliched employment model, and I think we've all
got to be done this way.
Yeah. So look, I think everything's on the table, which I think is a wonderful concept, and it suits everybody. So I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be something that people jump on the train now, or you might miss the next stop.
We hope so. That's right.
No, definitely. So
sounds good, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, there's a contact number here, which I think is really good. So you can speak and call and speak with Kirsten and call 4272 0229. I'll give you that number again, just in case anyone didn't have a pen. 4272 0229.
Okay, and Kirsten's obviously the other lady that we're speaking with today, and she's giving awesome, wonderful news.
And so, just to be clear, that was her contact details for her office at Flagstaff, is that right? Yep.
Yeah, so that way they can speak directly with her, especially if they're a business or organisation that would like to come on board and do something with Asset to Work.
Yep.
Then they can pretty much get involved on the call level, and Kirsten will help them with all of their inquiries.
Good to hear.
No worries. I suppose we're going to jump back into another song, if that's all right.
That's fine by me, because that's my side of the desk now.
You love it. Yeah, I know. You love it.
Okay, so yeah. Of course, I'm still Tony Scott on this side of the desk, and we always have Bec and Chris and Kirsten. Yep, I got the names right. Well.
Yay. Thumbs up.
That's
Thumbs up. You did a good job.
Okay, so I'm going to open up, I'll go to a 70s tune now. We all know of Tom Jones. Well, we all know this is probably his most obvious song there. She's a Lady from 1971. And yes, that was just the Trogs with Wild Thing from 1966. And I hope there's a certain someone out there who listened to that song and I played it for her, but there we go. Maybe not. Now, what did you have to say on the other side of that table there, Chris, about troglodytes?
A troglodyte is a cave-dwelling animal.
There you go. It's a useful bit of trivia that I didn't know about. And
So next time you're at the club or pub and you're having a trivia night, troglodyte
is a
cave down.
Dwelling animal, and Tom Jones was a Welsh coal miner.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. That's
another bit of
two.
trivia.
Wow, fun
Twofer.
facts.
That's a twofer. You've done well.
Good work. Thanks, Chris.
Awesome. Okay, so our last one, I'm going to wrap up with you, Kirsten.
Okay.
Okay, where can listeners go to learn more about Access to Work or get involved?
Yes. Oh, well, we welcome them to call us. You can call direct on 4272 0229. We can also be contacted via email, hello@flagstaffgroup.com.au. And you can also search on Google or any search engine, the Flagstaff Group, Access to Work, and it'll come up. That'll bring you to our website.
Sorry. Keep going.
And then on there we have a number of flyers. Like we've got flyers that are designed for people looking for roles, people with disability. And then we also have employers, a flyer for them showing how we can help. And check back from time to time too, because we're building new resources all the time. We're currently working on a Getting Hired series and a Confidence series, and we've got a lot of general disability inclusion resources for businesses as well to connect you and keep informed.
Excellent. Sounds like there's a lot happening in that space.
Sorry, just to clarify now, that email you just read out, Flagstaff Group, that's one word, yes?
Correct, yes.
Right, okay. So hello at symbol,
Yep.
I'm not quite sure what it's called, but yeah, at flagstaffgroup.com.
Shift two.
Shift two. Okay.
That's exactly right.
Lovely.
That'll come through to our team, anyone in our team.
Okay, so I'd just like to say thank you so much for both coming along this afternoon and on this lunchtime hour and having a chat with us about Access to Work. We really do appreciate it. We'll maybe get you back in a couple of months' time to hear more about it and how well things are going.
Bit of an update.
And travelling, by then you might have quite a few more success stories. A lot of businesses might jump on board after hearing this interview and be interested to find out more on how that can work. So we'd love to have you guys back and hear some more about the Access to Work program. I'm sure I'm going to get on at some point. I might even interview myself. I don't know how that's going to work.
Interview yourself. That's a new
that
one.
could be interesting. So, Bec, how is everything going with We Belong? To talk about the We Belong project, or we may even get someone else from Flagstaff to come in and talk to us about that.
I mean, another client or another staff member.
Another staff member or
Fair
something
enough,
that
yes.
can explain a bit more about what that is. They may even ask me the questions, and we might do a reversal of roles for the day.
Make it a very interesting back and
everything
forth.
backwards day. Do you remember that? They used to have that on. You can't do that on television back in the 80s. Everything backwards day. They're great.
I remember.
That's a little bit before my time, I think. But yeah,
Sorry.
that's all right.
But yeah, so I'd just like to say thanks again. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in and listening to Ability Matters for your lunchtime.